So Tracy, thank you very much for coming to Zagreb.
Thank you for having us, and thank you for being interested in what I do. So, ask away.
It's absolutely a privilege to have you and Mark here.
Thank you.
So, how did you actually start your, we can say, life journey with these sports, fitness,
Wow.
nutrition?
Wow. You know what? I didn't even realize that this life existed. I watched my husband as a competitive athlete and somebody who's very healthy and strong. And I always wanted to be like that, but I didn't know how. And one day I decided I had gained weight, like a lot of people do, over my adult life, right? Basically 20 pounds a year. That, you know, and then I found myself 100 pounds overweight and more. And realized that it wasn't fun anymore, you know. And so I decided to lose the weight, which I started to do. But I had no idea that this athletic, healthy, strong life was available to me. I was in my 40s, thought it was too late.
So, was it any trigger?
Well, I knew from being married to Mark that I was going to have to do something to maintain or build some muscle. Otherwise, you just get weaker and weaker and weaker as you get older. And weak isn't pretty. Weak isn't pretty. And what woman doesn't want to be pretty, right?
Right.
So it was vanity. It was vanity. And he showed me. He said, if you just do one thing, swing a kettlebell. And he showed me how to do it, and I said, okay, no, go away. And there in my garage with the kettlebell, I just decided to, you know, entertain myself with this exercise. And
that was the magic word, swing, the swing.
The swing, the swing, absolutely. I didn't realize I was doing anything special until a few weeks went by, and I looked in the mirror, and I'm like, whoa, this is amazing.
So how many lasted that workout, that swings workout?
How long did the workout last?
Workout.
Oh, 15, 20 minutes.
Only 15 or 20?
Only 15 or 20 minutes. And it was amazing. Like I was telling Barbie, I didn't look like this when I was 20. I didn't look like this when I was 30. I never looked like this. And I'm 51 now, and I feel better than I've ever felt in my life. And there's no holding me back now. That you know, you continue to stay healthy. You continue to stay or get stronger, and you continue to live a good life, better every day.
So what is your suggestion, or what is your we can say mission, if you want to put the other women into training?
So my mission really is to, I have a connection with women especially, but men too, because I know there's a lot of men out there that are not being able to express the athlete that is inside because of maybe they think they've got too much weight and it's too late for them. This goes for men and women, but of course my audience, I think, is that person who wants to go maybe come to a gym like this, but is intimidated to do that. Where do I start? And is it too late for me? So for them, you have this amazing tool that obviously is efficient as far as building muscle and strength, burning fat, losing weight, cardio endurance, all of that stuff. And nobody has to know about it. It's just you and this bell, and you can come here and do it, and you can do it in your home, or you can do it at the park, or you can do it in your garage the way that I did it. But my message and my mission are for those people that not only is it not too late, but you can achieve amazing results. Amazing results.
How old are you? Or?
It doesn't matter how old you are, female, male, where you live.
Genetics.
Thank you for bringing up genetics. Thank you for bringing up
Tell us
genetics.
two words, please. on
Okay,
that
so
subject.
one of the biggest reasons why I didn't know this was possible, I was a chubby child. You know, I was one of those children you're talking about. You see more often and more often. Is there right? And I always thought that was my genetics. I was the fat one in the family, right? I had sisters; they were all skinny, but somehow, I don't know. God tapped me on the shoulder and said, "You're going to be the fat one." And I said, "Okay, I'm going to be the fat one." So I never expected to not be the fat one. Surprise. What a surprise to find out I'm the skinny one in the family now. I'm the smallest one. I'm most certainly the strongest one and the most healthy one.
So the message is everyone can do it.
Everybody, it's transformative. Everybody can do it. Absolutely. And I want everybody to do it. I want to help everybody to do it. So that is absolutely the message. Genetics has nothing to do with it.
So
Desire. Desire and belief.
you must believe in yourself to produce some results.
You must believe that it's possible. Not so much in yourself, because sometimes, you know, you let yourself get overweight or you let yourself get out of shape, but you have to believe that it's possible, and absolutely is possible. And like Mark says it, this is what I love. If one person can do it, it can be done.
Yeah, absolutely. So, most of us know for your great book, The Swing. Could you introduce the other women and men your book and what could they accomplish following the
Great. Okay, so I have a lovely book called The Swing, and it was a result of being part of Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Body, the transformative story in that New York Times bestselling book. So my book, The Swing, is available on Amazon, and it is from the very beginning. So if you've never done anything, never touched a kettlebell, it's a way to, one, learn the movement of the swing, and then learn what to do with it. Okay, now I know how to swing. How do I keep myself busy? We talked earlier, it's like I want to get people off that treadmill. I want to get people off of that elliptical trainer. Off, you know, those are one way to get your heart rate going, but it's not the best way, in my opinion.
You mentioned that machines. Could you tell us something about cardio conditioning and strength conditioning regarding swing? Is it all together or?
It's all together. So because it adds weight. When you're on the Stairmaster, there's no weight resistance, only your own body weight. You're only going to get so strong with your own body weight. So once you're able to add weight and vary the weight, so every workout can be different, whether you use an 8 kilo bell or a 16 kilo bell, whether you do long reps or short reps. And like we did in class last night, fast reps, completely different. So you have one movement, but so many variations of that one movement. And that's what the swing is about. In fact, when I started my very first class 5 years ago, it was called Learn to Swing. Not learn kettlebells, not learn anything but the swing. And nobody was teaching just that one movement. And for a very long time, we spent 4 to 6 weeks on that one movement before you went on to anything else. Just that one movement. So there's, you know, even though it's one movement, there's a lot of variety in that movement, and a lot of changes in your body just from practicing that one movement.
So we can agree, you never get bored.
Not in, you know what? If you haven't been to my class, if you think you're bored with the swing, you have not been to my class, because you won't have time to be bored, and you will be so happy after. Wow, you know, it's fun. It's fun to push yourself in a way. Sweat's dripping off of you, and you know, you just feel alive and capable and strong. And yeah, that's why I never get tired of it. So if you're bored of it, then get the swing book, get my DVDs, find me online, find me on YouTube. Facebook, my blog, you know, it's all there for you. No excuse.
So, how many workouts per week did you suggest? Average?
I suggest 10 to 15 minutes minimum. If that's bare minimum 3 times a week or every other day. If you have the desire to do more, work your way up to 25 minutes. To me, every beginning class, what I call beginners, is 25 minutes of interval training. Equal work to equal rest is 500 swings. That's what it calculates out to. And my classes starts on time, and we're not done until 25 minutes, minimum. Many times it goes over into 30, 35 minutes, but that depends.
So there is no need to go, for example, on a treadmill and run for 2 hours or so. No. Just take a bell and.
You know what? That's first. If you have more energy and time to do more, then by all means do more. But you're not going to do more in the same amount of time. You're not going to do more for your body and for your health, for your mind, and for everything, your strength.
It's most efficient.
That is in that small amount of time. Because if there was something else, I would be doing it. And we would be talking about that.
That other thing that doesn't exist yet. So what about nutrition?
Nutrition. Okay. So, Mark and I are here in Croatia, in Zagreb. And one thing that I've learned from traveling to different places outside of the U.S. is that people eat bread here. People have ice cream. Mm-hmm. People eat rice, and they eat butter.
Jeez.
And, they're able to maintain a healthy body weight. How must they do it? Because they don't eat too much of it, right? We went out to dinner last night, we had a little this, a little that, we're good, everybody's happy.
Little of red wine, of course.
Well, a little bit more than a little, but that's okay. That's okay. And wine.
On a special occasion.
Yes, we didn't even mention wine. We didn't even mention wine. So I do truly believe in balance, and I believe that overeating is the culprit, not a particular food. But I understand the importance of restricting certain, maybe somebody eats soda, for instance. Soda's an easy one. If you drink soda, you drink too much already, probably. So you have to look at what you're overeating. And many times people overeat sugar. They overeat as in the form of soda or sweets. They overeat flour, too much bread, tortillas in the U.S., whatever bread. So if you're finding a particular food that you're overeating, you have to find a way to either cut it. Sometimes it's easier to just cut it out. Then you don't have a choice. But nutrition-wise, I believe that we have to all learn to eat, no matter where we are in the world, the control to eat too much, and that's what I believe.
So we can agree on line, eat clean, train hard for the people.
Well, eating clean, that's open to interpretation, because you have a lot of people that think paleo is clean, and that's the only way to eat. You have a lot of people that think vegetarian is clean, but yet, that vegetarians eat candy. You have people that think no sugar means you're eating clean. So I try to stay away from that verbiage, because I also don't want to create this snobbery that it's only a certain way. Eating clean only means this. So, but healthy eating starts with not overeating. So
it's a way of life. It does not.
It's a lifestyle, right? That's the key word, the lifestyle. Yes.
So what is your experience over you mentioned before, 4-hour body?
My experience in well, interestingly enough, when I wrote The Swing, Tim Ferriss talks about that long work set, that 2 minutes of work set. So what you'll actually find in The Swing is a way to, as a beginner, to start with 10 reps at a time for 10 to 15 minutes on the minute, working your way up into being able to do 2 minutes continuous of swings. There's an application for that. But it's all good. Even if you only do 10 reps per set for 15 minutes, you know, the consistency, right? Consistency, showing up for your workouts, as Mark said to you at dinner, it's not what you did at this workout, it's how many workouts have you missed in the last 6 years. I've been training kettlebell since 2006. I've never missed a workout. Never. Not one. I've never woken up and go, nah, I don't want to be stronger today. Nah, I don't want to be healthier today. Nah, I think also never. I've never canceled a class. I've never called in sick. I've never skipped. I've never. So it's that consistency, no matter what you do, whether it's the swings, whether it's CrossFit, whether it's Zumba, you show up every other day or every day. You eat well every day for the most part. It's the consistency that is the key.
So it's
right?
a lifestyle.
Again, it's got to be part of your life. Absolutely.
Enjoy
So,
it
right, it's not a quick fix. But what you hope, with consistency, what you hope will come motivation when you start to see the results of the consistency. When you see results, that is what is motivating. And that's what motivates you to want to do better. So, you know, being involved with 4-Hour Body, I just feel so grateful that it brought kettlebell training to the forefront. And it made it, like 5 years ago, who knew about kettlebells? All that much. Now you go to a gym, every gym, hotel gyms, little gyms, back, you know, small towns, big towns, everywhere. And pretty soon it will absolutely be everywhere. It will be part of a gym equipment is to find a kettlebell. And then what do you do with it? It should be program minimum, right? If you know how to walk, you should know how to swing.
Exactly. And do you at the moment work or something new, like book or DVD?
What we're working on, for the last year, last year I designed a marathon swing event that I call the Swing Quest, and it is to be compared to running a marathon, but it's going to be accessible for people. Running is a high impact, and it takes a long time to train. If you want to train for a marathon, the hours that go into training for a marathon, right? A marathon swing event, because this is 2014, has 2014 swings. It takes less than 2 hours. But what's wonderful about it is that almost anybody can participate. You can take 2 or 3 months, consistent training, and decide, I'm going to swing this marathon. So I call it the Swing Quest, and I hope, I've been visiting places around the U.S., and I've hosted in my own gym 4 times a year. Every 3 months we do it, and so that's what I want to bring to the forefront, and I want to bring the program. How do I get to learning the swing, to being able to swing for 2 hours in 3 or 4 months? That program I want to bring to instructors. So I can say, hey, I'm going to be in Croatia next week. Do you want to do a swing class? Yes. You know, I'm just kidding. Of course, I can't be in Croatia every week, but in different places. But I want to, and that allows people of all levels and all ages and all backgrounds to come together and choose the bell for them, the right bell for them, and everybody has a great experience with
Super.
that.
And this last question for you, Tracy. Can we do something on that kettlebell marathon, swing marathon, maybe next time come to workshop?
I'm counting on it. I'm counting on it. I'm going to tell you how to get ready because, as we talked about, you can't just show up and you know, it's a hard workout. It's a hard workout. What does Mark say? You know, it is a hard workout, but it's, like I mentioned earlier, it's accessible to everybody, and you just have to put a little bit of time in, and then the desire to do it, and then
so
magic
looking
happens.
forward to gather around at least 100 people.
100 people. 100 people. Are you?
100
Will you be one
people.
of them? It's one. If you snooze, you lose.
You must be here on September or whatever we choose the date.
Yes.
Mark,
There's
Tracy.
only 100 spaces. There's only 100.
Whoa, book now.
So book now.
Tracy, thank you very, very much for your time.
Thank
for
you
your
for
visit
having
to
me.
Zagreb.
Thank you.
And we hope that you and Mark will, as soon as possible, come
And we
back
will.
to
You
Zagreb.
won't be able to get rid of us, probably. Thank
Great.
you.
Watch us.